Human design projectors, what do you get recognition for? Stop waiting for an invitation and analyze your life. Look at it in a way of, okay, what do I receive recognition around? What do people call me out for? What do people recognize me for? What do I often find myself talking about in my connections with people or helping my children with? That other moms or other people say, oh my God, how do you do that in the way that you do that? I could never. That is your thing. What you're getting recognition around is what you're meant to share with people, especially if it's something that really excites you and you're obsessed with it or passionate about it. You will never receive invitations from anyone for anything if you're not being recognized. That is the first step to receiving invitations as a projector, is putting yourself in what you are already good at, what you already know, out there to be seen, to be recognized, and then you will get invitations to share it, create a course around it, coach with it, whatever. I feel so many projectors get themselves stuck on, oh my God, I have to wait for an invitation, I can't do anything. And then it creates all this mental chatter, which is not the point of human design. The point of human design is get connected with your body and to listen to your body's responses to things, how your body is communicating to you. If you're a splenic projector, listening to your intuition, right? What are your instincts telling you to do, to create, to share? If you're an ego projector, what do you have the will to create, to share, to do? If you're a mental projector, what do you love to talk about? What ideas and opinions and like mental things, systems, information do you love to share and talk about? If you're an emotional projector, what feels good to you to create, to share? Stop making it complicated. It is not meant to be complicated. It is really, really, really simple. What do you love to talk about? What do you love to learn about or to do? What in your life are you already good at that you get recognition around? That's what you're meant to share with people, because no one can do it the way that you do it and the way that you have done it and created a system around probably. And while you might think of it as nothing because you've been doing it your whole life or you've been doing it however many years because it's just natural and normal to you, other people need it because it's not normal and natural to them. This happened to me with astrology and human design. I was obsessed with learning about it. I was obsessed with sharing it with anyone who would listen to me and give me their birth information. And then I would pull up people's charts and I would be like, oh my God, this and this and that and this and that. And then they're like, you are giving me a better reading than the one I just paid someone for who was an expert. And that's when I was like, oh shit, I'm being recognized for this. I need to pay attention to this and I need to start sharing it. That was 3 years ago. And now I've built a successful business around it, right? So that is just an example to give you some things to brainstorm about. And what came up for you while you were watching this, right? What came up of like, oh, well, I'm really good at organization in the kitchen, or I'm really good at making recipes or whatever. Like, what came up for you? What idea started to, churn in your brain? Because that's probably a little insight of what to go with, right? And you can always change it. If you do it and you find out, you start to talk about it, create content around it, and you start to find out, oh, actually I don't really like this, then don't be afraid to pivot. But that is going to get you started and get the ball rolling. Staying in your mind and trying to overcomplicate this is never going to get the ball rolling. So just start doing and learning from your trial and error and experimentation processes, especially your third line. You got to trial and error things. Take it from a fellow third line. Throw some spaghetti at the walls and try things out. Learn from those mistakes, because the road to success is paved in failure. Comment your questions, what resonated with you below.